Metal. Hello and good day, kids. It's Todd from ToJu. How we doing? I want to start this chat out with something somewhat serious. Not to be serious, but I want to talk about this. So I was just in the hospital for about 28 hours. Yesterday, Tuesday, I was really stressed out with my job and started having chest pains, and my blood pressure was really high. Let me give you a little background. 2 days before my 50th birthday, which was several years back, I had a heart attack. And I was fortunate enough that I recognized it, and we were in the emergency room at the time, and they fixed me up with a stent. Had lots of scares after that and all that I didn't understand and all that. But then I learned, what's real and what's not on the heart pain. And then I started having problems again like 3 years later. And maybe it was 4 years. I'm not sure at this point. Anyway, and I had to have a second stent put in. And there were some other blockages, and they said they weren't bad, and I didn't need to worry about it. Well, since then, it's been a couple of years, and I had to have a stress test last year, and the whole gamut. They said I was okay, so that's good. Anyways, with the thing yesterday, so since I have my whole heart history and coronary problems and all that stuff that I kind of inherited, I went in because, it wasn't right. The blood pressure wasn't going down. It wasn't pain like a heart attack, but it was discomfort. Anyways, long story short, I went ahead and went in. They admitted me, and they did the normal. Anybody who's been through this, they take your blood. They look for a thing called troponin in your blood, which your heart does when it has a heart attack. And they checked that twice. There wasn't any troponin in there. And my BP was high. And they're like, well, with your history, the way things are, we don't know. We probably should do another stress test. You can wait, or you can stay overnight and do it in the morning. And, waiting is horrible. I went through that, and my cardiologist is so busy, they can't even get me in for 6 weeks, let alone for a test. They said they might be able to fast track me in a couple weeks, but I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll stay here. So they made me stay overnight. They wouldn't let me eat anything after midnight because of the stress test, but I hadn't eaten all day because I didn't feel good, so I didn't even get any food in me until 7 o'clock at night last night. And it was hospital food, some hot turkey sandwich, some carrots, skim milk, and a lemon ice. The lemon ice was actually really good. And it was a big slab of turkey, but it was hospital food. If you've ever had it, you know what it is. Anyway, what am I getting at with all of this? What I'm getting at with all of this is take care of yourself, everybody. Part of that is when I had that second stint, put in, I didn't finish the story. I apologize. When I had that put in, I was really good about what I ate, my diet, and all that. I mean, I'm a bicyclist, so I ride bikes all the time. Like when I did my stress test today, they even said, are you a runner or something? And I'm like, well, I ride bikes, because it took a while longer for me to get up to the heart rate. But getting to the heart rate wasn't a problem. Didn't have a problem doing it. I wasn't running basically like I was last time I did it a year ago. So it went actually better, and the test went fine. They didn't find anything, blockage wise. Then they did an echo, and I still hurt from that, from them pressing on me. And they didn't find anything there. He attributed it to high blood pressure. Now here's the real cincher though. I've got a leaky valve. One of the valves regurgitates blood back as it's pumping. And I, cornered the doctor, and I said, so tell me, what do we do about that? He said, well, keep an eye on it. I said, that's not my question. My question is, what do we do about it if there's a problem? He said, well, we got to replace it. I said, so you guys got to cut me open? He said, yeah. I'm like, well, when is that going to happen? When would that happen? What can I do to help it? And he's like, well, you're keeping your blood pressure in line is going to, make it not fail. He said it could be 3 years, could be 5 years, could be 10 years, maybe never. I'm hoping the latter, of course, but I don't know. I can't count on that. Anyway, I'm going to try to start eating better again. I wasn't eating horrible, but I was eating too many carbs and too much sugar. And that's generally later in the day. I'm really good in the mornings. I don't abuse the coffee, all that good stuff. So anyway, all you guys out there that have good health, you're blessed, man. You are really blessed. when you start having health problems, I have friends with back problems. Another friend had a stroke. You know, just take care of yourself, guys. We want to be around for our families, want to be around for ourselves. So, sorry. Anyway. All right, back to slot cars. It's been a super busy week, and so what stressed me out was my job, and I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to talk to my boss and just have to slow down at work and not get irritated. I get a lot of dumb customers, man, and it just drives me crazy, and sometimes it enrages me, to lack of better words, and I keep it all in, and it just makes my heart rate go up. All right, so anyways, I have been there and been so busy, I haven't even had a chance to mess with these tires yet or do an unboxing of the Batmobile. Hell, I haven't even tried the Batmobile on the track yet, and I've got all these tires to add up. It's race week. I mean, my friends will understand if I don't get to it. I should get to it. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, life's just busy and all that. And then I need to unbox Dave's car, so that's cool. So that Capri that is other Dave's car that I did the video of last week, man, that Capri is nice. It's such a good looking car, and it rides so good. There was a point where he was not even looking at the track and had it at full blast, and he's like, hey, what's going on over there? You guys all right? You know, and he did like 2 laps that way, not looking at it. And I'm like, well, we're going to have to do something about that, mister. Anyways, yeah, that's awesome that it runs that good on the track. And that's not even with the, we don't even have the Paul Gage's tires on it yet. That's with the rubber tires. But that thing has huge back tires, as you saw in the video. So that's a really cool one. Here's a question. So that is an old Capri hot rod that they added air dams on. So would that be considered a hot rod car or a race car? You know what I mean? I kind of put it in the hot rod class because, you know, just to keep things easier around here, because we have classes that we try to race the cars in. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know. Like another example is like the Scaletrix Cuda and the Camaros and all those that have air dams on them. They're set up for racing. I mean, those are just hot rod cars with race dams on them. Same way with, you know, the Daytona Superbirds, the Torinos, the Roadrunners. All those stock cars are just, you know, altered hot rods to go on a racetrack. Other than that, they're the same cars. So I think they're in a hot rod class. Dave the Hat Man vehemently argues with me, but I think he's messing with me. You wouldn't do that, would you, Dave? I think he would. I want to give shout outs to a few guys. There are so many great people in the slot car world, and channels and people I'm getting to know. I can't even keep track of them all. There's so many. Here's just a few. I'm going to try to give shout outs every time I can. First shout out goes to Scotty's House of HO. He's going to help me sell off my HO cars that is in that one video. I just haven't gotten to that. I'm probably going to need them for medical bills, which is kind of funny. Haha. Not funny at all, actually. Oh, and ironically, I wore my death shirt. If anybody knows the old DC comics, God, what were they called? The Vertigo comics, the Neil Gaiman stuff. Why shouldn't death be nice looking instead of the Reaper? Was his thing. Anyways, more shouts out. One to Nobody's Home, to Pat of Pat Slots, Joe at Herrera's Carreras, Pete at Slot It, Pete at Track Fans TV, Ride Out Racing, Slot Valley Racing, MP Slot Car, Marty at 2 Lines, Nico Slot Car Dude, P&W Slot Car Daddy, Anthony Bateman Sr. So there's just a few. I'm going to try to give shout outs to everybody. All you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for watching my videos, checking things out. I really appreciate it. The slot car community is a great community. It really is. Compared to like the RC car world and all that. Just great guys, helpful. Nobody is jerky about anything. It's great. Did you guys see Den's pit building? I posted a picture of it on my community page. It's going to be a 7-bay. It's about, he thinks it's about two some feet long. 7-bay custom pit building. We took the sizes off my pit building I have in there, that paper one, and for the drawers and stuff like that. And he's actually going to make it, paint it. He's getting some black rock for the roof so that it actually looks like a nice roof. He's got some ventilation stacks and all that. It's going to be really cool. And since there's 7 of us that race on the track, and everybody participated in the track and chipped in to make the track happen, which, thanks guys, you rock. I have a great group of friends that I race with. We're giving everybody a bay with their team name on it, which is going to be really cool, and then they can put one of their cars in there versus just, you know, having them out through the pit area. Pretty cool. Then I think I'm going to take that 4-bay one and make it, put it under the interstate and use it as a support, and then I'm going to make it for the trucks, because I've got to get a truck for track girl, which I'm going to try to do next week, maybe this week if things go well. I'm going to get her the red number 7 Carrera race truck. I am going to do a race truck video in the near future and just kind of go over some things with them and just talk about them, because they're really cool. You can change them and alter them, make them better, and all that. So, speaking of that, my friend Dave the Hat Man has a theory that on the race trucks, he thinks that if he runs 2 sets of the urethane tires, that it will have more gription in the corners. Which, you know, it just might. I'm skeptical, but it just might. My thought is that, you know, those tires might actually slow you down, because they do drag as you're going. So, I don't know. I'm going to do an experiment on that. That'll probably be part of the truck video when I get to it. Let's see. I got to do another order with Racetrack Scenics. Great stuff. I want to get a couple more things. I think I mentioned I want to find me a TV tower that will fit the height of my track in that curve section where the other tower is. I want it to be about level with the track, the cameraman, and all that. Then I got to find me a cameraman figure and camera. I did find one on eBay, but it's not available at this time. Maybe the guy's got to print more. I really need to get a 3D printer. My buddy Mike's got one, but he hasn't fixed it yet. And, well, if it's not fixed, you can't make anything. Maybe he'll get it fixed in the future. I'm sure I could find an STL file on Thingiverse that would probably be a cameraman for 1/32. And I also I would like to get some drivers that I can stand next to the cars. I think that would be really cool in the pit area. And then, you know, paint them up like their favorite car. You know, I would actually do that for my buddies. Give everybody a driver figure. That'd be really cool. Maybe for Christmas. But we need to get those STL files and get them going. I haven't even got to try that Batmobile yet, and I am so excited. This thing is so cool. It really is. And I don't know if you guys saw him run down the Penguin in the Batman movie, but that scene was epic. It really was, when that car comes flying over the wreck through the flames and lands, and oh man, and it looks like an old Mopar. So I really love that. Let me think. What else? This is track night Saturday. Not sure who will be here, but we'll have more videos. And boy, we had a busy week last week with videos. I think I put up 6, 7 videos. I don't remember how many. Several race videos, and the one on boxing, I think. Anyway, yeah, it was a busy week. Lots of videos. Gained a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. You help build the channel and get the word how much fun slot car racing is out there, which that's what we're all about. It's having fun and de-stressing, you know. So I think that's about everything for this one. I didn't have a ton to go over. I wanted to talk about the health thing. You know, I'm not trying to bring anybody down or depress anyone, but it's really important, man. We only get one ride around this rock, you know. So we got to do what we want and try to have fun, you know, within reason, within our budget, manage our stress, live our lives, you know, do what we want as best we can. So that's what I'm telling everybody to do. Get out there, walk your dog, do something with your family, whatever your thing is that will, you know, de-stress you and, you know, build nice memories with your loved ones. So, all right, so that's it for this video. I'm gonna, tomorrow night, I'll get the Batman unboxed, and we're gonna try that one out. I don't have time tonight. I didn't get back here till like 6 o'clock. I hadn't ate since 7 last night, so it had been 23 hours since I ate. So I had me a nice little dish of pasta and some turkey meatballs that I made, and some of my homemade sauce that I canned up this week. Anybody else do a garden? Actually, I do got one more thing. Anybody else do gardening out there? I had something eating my tomatoes. I'm not sure what, but they're eating them off the vines They're not destroying the plants in any way. I found some tracks out there. I think it's groundhogs, but I'm not 100% sure. It also could be a possum, but I don't think it's a possum. It could be a coon. I'm not going to rule out the coon thing, but I need to get me a trail cam, get it out there and find out. But they pretty much ate them all. I had to go to an Amish farm that's about 20, 30 miles. Excuse me, I'm leaning up against something here. Knocked it over on my shelf. Phoebe got all started. It's okay, baby. You good girl? Let's say hi to Phoebe, everybody. Whoops, that's me. Hi, Phoebe. Are you pretty? Are you pretty? She's tired. I doubt she slept much last night because my friend had to come over and take care of her late. And then track girl came over early in the morning and took care of her, so she had to be alone all night, first time ever. And she did good because she's a tough girl. Good dog, Phoebe. I love my dog. I really missed her last night. Anyway, okay. So yeah, back to the gardening thing. So yeah, I got some tomato sauce made that was just amazing. We went out to, like I said, the Amish farm, and you go out there and you pick your own tomatoes, which is really nice. You can pick whichever ones you like, how big they are, you know what I mean? So I grabbed a whole 5-gallon bucket of Romas for my tomato sauce, and then about a half of a 5-gallon bucket full of some reds and yellows. And a few aromas, and that was all gone into the salsa that I made, and the salsa came out really nice, and the sauce came out really nice. So we did get that done. Gardening is really nice, and I still have a lot of peppers left out there. You know, not so much on the tomatoes, obviously, because they ate them all, but lots of peppers still. I will probably do some pepper relish, which I like to do, and I probably can do another batch of salsa, which I may. Salsa is a lot easier than the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce, I've got to slice them and roast them, and then I run them through this tomato machine to get all the seeds and skins out. Then I've got to roast the peppers, the onions, the garlic, all on the grill, and then de-seed all that and what have you. Both of them are very, very, they take a long time. On the tomato sauce, you know, you got to cook that for a good 12 hours to really get it good, and you got to be really careful with that. You don't want to burn it. You know, good fellas, don't let that sauce burn on the bottom of the pan. It does matter. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Sorry if it was a little heavy at first, but, you know, I just wanted to talk about it, let you guys know. I was going to post from the hospital, but I couldn't figure out how on my phone, on my YouTube channel. But, no worries. Anyway, that's it, you guys. So I hope everybody's doing well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your family. And, you know, do what you got to do. So, without further ado, see you later, Slot Cowboys. Race on. Good night.